myself. I don't see another one like me. Sometimes I feel lonely.
Well, girl, we do it.
But hey, what goes up must come down. Except me, of course. Holla man, come on. Let's do it. It's all about the fight. Put the work in the pot, make the motherfucking drop like. Put my nuts in your mouth, make that motherfucking drop like. Put the shot into your body, make that motherfucking drop like. Holla man, make his own beats, and you know I'ma make that motherfucking drop like. What goes up must come down, except the holla man. I'm the holla man, this nigga gave my motherfucking pots like. I'm the right person to ask if you wanna know what the motherfucking top like. With the flow so cold, I'm getting motherfucking frostbite. And I can give a damn whoever you think you are, you motherfucking hot flights. And I'm with it like Chicago and you motherfucking hot light. And if you get coins like Sonic, niggas my way and sit you on a motherfucking hot spike. And you'll lose your shit like you forgot something. Tryna move some niggas cause you ain't got nothing. You with a useless bitch, I bet you got something. You gon' lose your dick if you ain't got brothers. And now a nigga run around town with a motherfucking hot pipe. You need to hit the clinic, fuck what you think. What's gonna cool it off is nice. And if you need guidance, Parliament is here for the niggas with a lost life. Flight boss bitch, captain lieutenant, I'm lifted, you dealing with the boss type. If I was ever on the run for being the one, I just got caught like. And I ain't never give a fuck, only remember just like pop like. Speed up and cut the lights on. It's a drive-by. It's all about the time. Put the work in the pot, make that motherfucking drop like. Put my nuts in your mouth, make that motherfucking drop like. Put the shot into your body, make that motherfucking drop like. Holla man, make his own beats, and you know I'ma make that motherfucking drop like. What goes up must come down, except the holla man. YOLO, I'm from the top of the world, holla man, gon' motherfucking drop like. And if you ever in a dark bitch, nigga, I'm the motherfucking spotlight. With your bars, everything go wrong, your song, something not right now. You niggas need to stop like you just seen a motherfucking cop light. Ain't got nothing to do with security, but I'm the motherfucking top flight. Got so much game, got two bitches licking each other, and the motherfuckers not dice. Something not right. Well, maybe this is not life. She the dope game just like football. A motherfucker never from with a hot spike. And I made my own beats, make that motherfucking drop like. Everything a man do is motherfucking highlight. And I'm married to the game for what that bullet's head like motherfucking high rice. And I don't want no pussy to that bitch, I just wanna get top like. Smoke a big ass blunt and that motherfucker took me to the top like. A nigga taxi, but soon as income tax come, I'ma have it all for the drop price. I might be nice with the flow, but you know, in real life, I'm motherfucking not nice. Everybody got cars, I got a plane, and I believe the fucking for the lot price. It's all about the fight. Put the work in the pot, make that motherfucking drop like. Put my nuts in your mouth, make that motherfucking drop like. Put the shot into your body, make that motherfucking drop like. All the man make his own beats, and you know I'ma make that motherfucking drop like. What goes up must come down, except the holla man.
Devontae say, man. No, you can go kick rocks. You can kick rocks with open-toe sandals, liberals on Crocs. Oh, sandals, Jesus flippers. Pick one, and you can pick any formation to go kick rocks with. You can kick bricks. You know what I'm saying? You can kick a mountain. You can kick a side of the road. You can kick a curve. Your choice. You gonna be kicking some rocks. You know what I'm saying? Now we go talk about some new moon energy. What you just thought on one side of the bed ain't the thought on the next side of the bed. It just so happened it hit you up. in the spiritual world. You know what I'm saying? Now you're trying to figure it out. Like, wait a minute, I thought clearly, like, yeah, I want to do a cartwheel. Now I want to do a backflip. Why I want to do a backflip now? I want to do a front flip. I like the scorpion. Why I like Sub-Zero now? It's like, it's real. It ain't your fault. It ain't your fault. Did you do that? Mystical did it. Whatever Mystical did, he did it. They curse from songs. See the power of the tongue. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to be careful what you rapping, singing about and stuff like that, because a spirit to take over you. You know what I'm saying? I bet you can ask Mystical right now. He'll tell you. I ain't that type of person. I bet it's all kind of stuff people will tell you. I go talk to P. Diddy right now. There's a lot of stuff people will tell you and stuff like that. Still don't set aside from the crime sheet. You know, still don't set aside from the upbringing. You know, still don't set aside from the slap nuts. The smack monkeyness. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, the smack monkeyness, the slap, however it is. It's there. It's written down in ink. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had an ink pen with a feather on the end of it and stuff like that. And everybody land was took. But after that, the laws was substantiated. That we know who retarded, who degenerate, who's slow, and who may be okay. I'm saying, who maybe, this baby. Just maybe. All right. Other than that, new moon in Gemini, everybody's idea that they was fixated on it, just maybe. You just wanted to go for that team. You just wanted to gamble, or you just wanted to get flunked out. You just wanted to be late on child support, however the case it may be. But it's going to be that just maybe energy, because one idea sound like it makes sense, then it's going to be a whole nother idea that you rather try to make the decision-making quality idea for them. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not in a productive space, you're going to seem reckless to people, and then everybody around you, you might manifest a lot of stupid people. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody stupid, all right? Everybody intelligent in their own way. You know what I'm saying? People know how to go to jail real good. People know how to be retarded real good. You know what I'm saying? People know how to be slow real. It's a lot of talents people don't give credit to. That's actually a talent. If we start giving credit to some of these talents, maybe y'all will start respecting certain people y'all be around before you get wrapped up in flunkness that you ain't good at. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all ain't good at some of these things, but you want to be around it. You want to be around homegirl, homie just got out of jail 10,000 times. Ain't nothing wrong, free all the homies in the chain gang stuff. I'm just using this as an example. We all got them homies and homegirls that don't change though. They don't, like, it's a justified and it's a non-justified. Okay, you went to jail a few times and stuff like that. Oh, that situation justified. Or you went to jail a few times. You in the same situation you was before. Then you don't get no grace. You know what I'm saying? You don't get no credibility, no good face card. Like, well, maybe this, maybe that. You know what I'm saying? I can understand it. You don't get none of those qualities. You don't even get to say, well, they hit Jesus upside the head with a stone or whatever. They threw rocks at Jesus. You don't get to say that either. Whatever happened with you, justified. You know what I'm saying? You don't put yourself in nobody's slippers and sandals. You don't put yourself in nobody's open-toe Crocs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? John Clinton Crocs. You don't put yourself in nobody John Clinton Crocs. Other than that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all be wearing in this new age. Y'all all new space form aliens. You know what I'm saying? Getting abducted by lights. That's it. And all you know, you in debt. But other than that, when it comes into like this new energy of Gemini, we got different ideas to look at our own perspective, things that we've been trying to ground ourselves in. A lot of people have been putting a lot of work into something. You woke up on the other side of the bed. You probably look at all that work like it ain't about nothing. And you want to start planting seeds in a whole nother area. Some people maybe start to wake up and be like, well, damn, I'm actually planting seeds in the wrong area right now. I should be planting seeds in this area. And that area could be a formation of a person, place, or thing, relationship, a circumstance, a situation, however the case it may be, however people want to direct their energies. But, you know, it's like that light switch up energy. Like you got to learn a new way to switch up. You know what I'm saying? You can't switch up your usual way. You got to switch up in a whole new way. You know, and everybody looking at that right now. So even having ideas that you probably got a new way of going about it. If it's a part of that idea that need to be switched up, you got to go ahead and throw it all in the esoteric trash bin. You know what I'm saying? Throw it all in the esoteric trash can to a certain degree, because for the most part, it's like a new shift. And the way these shifts play out, it don't care about your bias. It don't care about what you think going to work, what you thought is cool, what you thought you may have gotten the stock market last month, last week, well, maybe this week. You know what I'm saying? Like when we start to get into things like minor shifts and stuff that people don't really pay attention to, these things act fast. And if you could put all your eggs in a basket of one of these forms, and then it'll just switch up, and all the eggs in that basket fall out of it, break and stuff like that, you'll be thinking like, wait a minute, the first 3 months, this sixth, I could have counted that this bird was going to bring these goddamn eggs in this hacket right here to the land that it needs to be served on, or whatever the case may be, aka your thoughts actually taking off somewhere. But for the most part, man, things switch up. It could be like a vibrational thing that don't have anything to do with the bird and the basket with the eggs in it and stuff. Remember, we got to make the basket. The birds are gonna lay eggs and stuff like that, right? And then gotta carry it. But then what if something happens where, like, it'd be a flood and can't nobody get to the tree to even put no eggs in the basket for the bird to carry it somewhere, or whatever the case may be? Other importance come into matter. So when a person can't think about the basket, the egg, or the bird flying around, you know what I'm saying? At some point, this is the situation where a person has to switch up how they're going about something that they're doing anyway. They just have to exclude the energy of bringing the bird in the basket and the eggs in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like giving birth to a whole new way, and you can't be scared. And looking too far for an example and stuff like that only gonna hurt yourself. You got to lead in some way, shape, or form. You can't be looking for no example, no handout, no waiter. You got to present something new. And here's the things: people is gonna be predicating on if something new that they present is good or not, based off, and please, if you're a content creator, do not do this. If it's based off likes, or if it's based off views, or that's not the time we in. Trust me, I'm a person that's regularly online, and I don't be online like that, but when I get online, I can speak for regular people and stuff like that. We don't like to be rocked to sleep in any kind of way or whatever. And no matter how many views you got, we actually gonna care to watch your stuff more if we can spot the genuine energy. We already kind of running away from anything that look like it's trying to be forced, or whatever the case is. We know how to look. So that's what you need to be betting on, or whatever. If you in secret competition, you don't know what you may be in secret competition with online. You know, it might be something that's synthetic, or whatever the case may be, and then you start to develop your appreciation or pride or guilt from it, or whatever the case, and now it's on the wrong pretense or whatever. Now don't set your creativity on that. Always set your creativity based off what you just doing. Don't have nobody else's concept, viewpoints in mind. You do what you do. And here's the thing: the more you in that space anyway, you end up developing more of your own business anyway. So even if you do, switch and try to play the algorithm game, and you want to talk about what everybody else is talking about, you got your extra flavor on it. You know what I'm saying? And once you got your flavor, your opinion on it, now you could play when you want to, and then do what you do on your creative attributes if you want to, or whatever the case may be, and talk about the things you just want to talk about. But that would be respected, other than someone who's not going to be respected unless they talking about some degenerate stuff, or however the case. You want to make sure you a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to take sacrifices. Sometimes you got to take not being in the algorithm. Sometimes you got to take, but here's the thing: you still putting up energy. You still putting up points on the scoreboard. So when people do go back, and let's say you catch one, you jump in the algorithm game, or whatever the case, right? You still more respectable because you got something to stand on. So you got the energy without even expressing it yet, of no matter which shift is coming around, I'm still that rock. I'm still that piece of gold. So any shift have to match me. I don't shift with the shift like spring, summer, fall, and winter. I'm gold through spring, summer, fall, and winter. So anytime somebody going through their own particular or different version of their spring, summer, fall, and winter, different phase of their time, I'm still that piece of gold. So when the time they don't like it, I'm still here. The time they do like it, I'm still here. The time they didn't know about it, I'm still here. The time they just figured out about it, still here. I'm all gold. You know what I'm saying? You always want to be in that position. And when you get out of expectation, you leave it from particulars. So that means particular people, places, and things. So you always in an energy where you always are able to develop that. And there's trillions of people, places, and things in the world. So you always stay in fruitful energy from that aspect. But you got to make sure you keep your spirit wide awake from that, because you could get sleep in one of these formations of woke, light, condense into a thought, feeling, emotion. And then for the most part, they start to develop and attract people, places, and things that represent those things. And then that comfort zone get attached externally as a form of a comfort zone, then it leads into what we call expectation beyond you can thinking it started from a comfort zone. Now you expect certain people, places, and things to be certain ways. And when it's not in a certain aspect of things that you want to go in your favor, and when you wake up on a different side of the bed, like we're going through a new moon in Gemini right now, whatever the case may be, then you start to get weird and not know what's actually going on or whatever, because you didn't got lost in a puddle or whatever. And then the people, places, and things and circumstances, situations that manifested from that, you them your cloths. And a lot of times when you allow an external representation to be your internal cloth, you allow an external person, a place, or a thing or situation you was in to control you. You can't control it. And I'm not talking about controlling people, but your positioning within a relationship could be controlled. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, when you can't even control your position within a relationship, is when we see goddamn baby mothers got to wear glasses throughout the whole year, like every year. You know what I'm saying? Because of things like this. Whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whole lot of you know what I'm saying, domestic violent cases and stuff like that. When you know what I'm saying, when you on one end and you ain't really in control of the relationship the way your gender role is supposed to be in it. So it don't matter with either side of the feminist, female turn into the feminist, man turn into the red pill, whatever. The domestic violent cases exist now. You know what I'm saying? Just due to these goddamn unbalanced hormones walking in existence as human beings, not getting these things right. So even if your hormones is balanced. So a lot of times y'all got to get that straight too. Y'all don't really be thinking. But new moon in Gemini itself is going to have everybody thinking different about what they already was comfortable with thinking. So, you know, if you're a person that's really not into these things, or you're spiritually detached, so you're more into what your mind developed and condensed from the body and the external world or whatever, right? You're going to act out certain energies that you think you just had an epiphany or whatever the case may be, but you're going to throw the people that you have attached yourself to off a little bit due to the fact of maybe them not knowing what you got going on, and then it hit the fan, and it should have been known, or maybe you having a different idea, and this different idea, the excitement is blinding you from the actual intent of the reaction it's going to cause or whatever. So you don't know the damage it's going to cause, or the high percentage scale of the damage that it may cause or whatever, due to the fact of the excitement get filtered through the bias, and then that get filtered through the ego, then it get to it's all about me energy, and then for the most part, just new goal could detach you a lot. I seen people get divorced being in this kind of energy. You see what I'm saying? All kind of things like that. You know what I'm saying? You think you seen something new. You think you just got a new job. No, you just seen a new kitty cat. You just seen some new balls in the sack. No, I'm saying that was it. No, they had nothing to do with that new job or nothing. It had nothing to do with that new church you start going to. Like I said, a lot of times, y'all humans, like, see, that's why sometimes I be having to chill out from humans at times, because man, y'all be making up stuff, man. And real life is worse than goddamn online. That's why online you can see a difference. It's still floatness. The floatness is different though. It's like it's a synthetic floatness online. In real life, the floatness is in different areas. And you'd be like, man, what the, you know what I'm saying? How you put that two together? You know what I'm saying? You be having to think like how you put them two together. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even be talking sometimes, man. You know what I'm talking about? You want to talk about how you put them two together, man? They got nothing to do with that. You know they had nothing to do with that. You can't blame nothing, no institution, no nothing when it gets to these type of things, and that's why I don't even want to start breaking these. And people start thinking all this kind of talk about woo stuff. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, just people be lost and stuff like that, man. It's like I don't know what's wrong with y'all, man. Y'all slow. Y'all spirits got to get connected. And when it's too drifted off into you thinking you the mind first, and the mind condensed and became the flesh. You ain't gonna think nothing but what suits your flesh and your biases, and then now you have to use the external world, that teamwork makes the dream work we all created to get or whatever. Man, you won't be able to see how you are seeing yourself, how other people see you, and you won't be able to see where it's larger on a percentage scale. You creating more turmoil and toxicity for yourself and others that you around, but the situations will be playing out like it's everybody's fault, and you always got a way out of it and stuff. Because a lot of these things we do is built off these very natures. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of degenerates together coming up with a way to scheme other people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of times the things you think is the right thing to do comes with expectations, come with a lot of large percentage scale being on the wrong side of the universe. But if humans can hold it up, which y'all be doing sometimes, look like it worked. just amongst each other. Like I still haven't seen no monkey start participating, no lion, you know what I'm saying, no hyena and stuff like that, no giraffe, you know what I'm saying, no pet. I still haven't seen you know what I'm saying, no blue gear, hammerhawk, face fish. I still, you know what I'm saying. I still no blue blood vertebrae, something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't see it yet. But at some point, y'all, I guess y'all gonna get there. I seen it in movies, Lilo and Stitch, Osmosis Jones, Toy Story. There's a lot of things y'all humans don't lead a mind, but it be there though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all imagination would still be there. It just don't be reality yet. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like good Hollywood film. I was a good Hollywood film. You know what I'm saying? Just, y'all need to step y'all game up and get out of this woke energy in some way, shape, or form. Like thinking that y'all pleasing everybody, and the people that y'all pleasing ain't the people that's popping up at these movie theaters. Y'all say that I'm trying to tell y'all, the people y'all trying to please, the people y'all trying to bring some nostalgia to and stuff like that, ain't the monkeys that's coming up to these movie theaters and stuff. Y'all not reading the room. You know what I'm saying? I've been sitting from a distance and stuff like that, but it's like I'll be helping everybody out, especially with these these readings right here. Like, this really what y'all need to know. Like, a lot of times you may have been invested in something. You might be a director and invested in something right now. See how fast people switch up. New Moon and Gemini switch up. They didn't bugged your email all year about when you gonna do this video game, when you gonna do this movie, when are you about to drop it? You didn't got all buttered up and stuff like that just for people to not care, do a backflip away in the opposite direction. I'm saying I gotta be here, but I can't be getting hated on. Like, that's the thing about it. Like, I start looking at it like it ain't no purpose to be helping nobody. I'm getting hated on. I'm saying, I don't, you know, my spirit cleansed. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all attached to, I'm spirit, mind, physical, then the external, not the other way around and stuff like that. So that's when y'all get stress come from, when you live the other way around. You live the external, then that have to suit the physical, then that have to please your mind, and you don't be knowing where your degenerate spirit be at. It's there though. Your spirit still be the one doing it. It's just, it ain't what we do, it's how we do it. You choose to serve the flesh. You know what I'm saying? And we just forgot that the knowledge of the mind being the flesh, ain't no knowledge on that. You know what I'm saying? The mind is corporeal. You know what I'm saying? That's what people need to understand. The mind is thick, cloggy. It's a cloud. You know, your piece of your mind is just like, because everybody want to talk about the sun and stuff like that. The sun is a cloud. Ain't no color. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no color. It's a cloud. It's smoky. If anything, it'd be like, it is what it is. What it is makes it what it is. Ain't no if it's something behind it or if it's something in front of it. No, everything that's happening is what make that what it is. It ain't something behind it, then something around it creating a filter system. That's getting lost again. I don't know why people doing that. The filter, like when we talk about a filter system, right? Y'all getting lost if we are making like glasses. That's a filter. Like synthetic filters, things that humans make. A cloud, a rainbow ain't a filter. It's a happening. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear about the sun and you only getting it orange because the things in the air, and the things in the air is made from nature naturally. That's not a filter. It is what it is. So for something to be that, it is what it is. You ain't gonna never be able to find the point it is before that. There's no such thing. When it's that, it's because everything that happens makes that. So if you see the sun being a high point yellow or a high point orange, don't let nobody tell you, oh, because behind it that we can never see is white. It wouldn't be the sun then. It'd be something that happens before the sun. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't describe that, you ain't talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? We talk about a happening. That's like saying a cloud is a filter or whatever the case. No, a cloud is a happening that happens in nature or whatever the case may be. Just because you is so selfish, everything is a filter through separation. Through a human, they separate the brain. I got my brain. They need the 20/20 vision glasses, extra. I need my glasses. You know what I'm saying? You know, everything is a filter through a human brain because it's retarded. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't nothing in life a filter. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? When a human made a window to look outside, that's a filter between the house and outside. A cloud that's made and a human can see through a cloud or anything or rainbow, them ain't filters. So a human calling it a filter, wrong starting point. So anything built off of that will be wrong. Will be a wrong outcome. It'll be a wrong from point A to point B. Period. You got to have right starting points. You know what I'm saying? Well, stuff. Real stuff. We can't get lost and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So whatever they saying white is a part of something else that come together and did make the sun. If you can't describe it like that, you're getting ready to get lost again. You know what I'm saying? Get lost again. Okay, God show us real good technology. I don't know why we don't use our real technology. Common sense. That'll help all electricities and stuff like that, and all everybody bills to be lower and stuff. Then you know why you indoctrinated now. You know why you grew up to be a degenerate. You know, institutional life. Now you know. Now you know you grew up to be taught to be a slave. Now you know. I was like, the real technology is the common sense. I'm gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? It get hard to understand that until we get into these times of Gemini, though. You know what I'm saying? When Gemini's in the sky, you don't be needing no paperwork or nothing like that to know you intelligent somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like you a genius somewhere, but you don't know where to point that at. And then when people use these terms and slap meanings behind it and put it over here, a whole bunch of small dick energies and stuff like that, you got to pick and choose, and you think you're picking one or the lesser evil. Anybody having nothing to do with genius and qualities anyway and stuff like that. I bet your bank account broke. I'm saying I've been gassed still high. You know what I'm saying? I've been thumping that stuff still. So there's some intelligence everywhere. You got to find yours. You know what I'm saying? You can't be busy on everybody else's trying to find everybody. You'll hurt your head. You hurt your head. You know what I'm saying? Get into all kind of lost emotional battles. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. A lot of people died for. A lot of people that got end up in mental asylums for right now. Stuff like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people that got their lands taken for. So we just got to all be cool. We got to all be cool right now, in some way, shape, or form. And I don't know how we're going to get there, but common sense. That's the first technology. And Gemini is supposed to be teaching us this. But if you're on the unproductive side of the universe and stuff, you know what I'm saying, then see all these new ideas and thoughts are going to be led to degeneracy. I'll say you're going to woke up to one slobber when your breath was stinking, and then one slobber when you remembered to brush your teeth before you went to sleep or whatever the case may be, and then you didn't went on to a whole blaming everybody else. And it ain't had nothing to do with you forgot to brush your teeth and you woke up on that side of bed. You know what I'm saying? The slobber was all, it ain't had nothing to do with that, though. Now you want to switch up on the whole plan that everybody had to go. Don't do that with no criminal cases right now, but don't switch up on that. And that's another thing, too. If you're starting something new right now, this is the wrong time to be starting something new right now. This ain't because everybody's switching up. It might be something you was invented on. Like, yeah, oh, heck, it's about to pop, about to kill the streets, I'm about to smash everybody. This is about to be lit. This is about to be the top of the... You know what I'm saying? I kind of see it a little bit already with that. I could not. You know what I'm saying? I try not to name no names. Y'all could do these things yourself. I'm here to generalize everything. I don't get lost in y'all animalities in Mortal Kombat. Get animality and y'all get swallowed up by Shao Kahn, Brother Connor, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't get y'all. I'm saying I'm still trying to fight for a new Mortal Kombat movie. Night Wolf, the main character. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like, well, other than that, you know what I'm saying? Look, y'all got to understand there's some other stuff going on, like, and you got to know the air energy is real light. That means light, air. It didn't condense to be a heavy cloud, didn't condense to be heavy water, rain, didn't condense to be things that people soaking in. People might not be soaking in. You thought I was feeling you energy. You see what I'm saying? People are not they might not be soaking in whatever you put out, thinking people gonna hold on to and can't wait to see your face on the billboard of it again. It gets real dicey right now. People got their own problems, own mind, own goals. Gemini season. This wrong recipe for wanting your own attention. I'm gonna tell you that right. A wrong recipe if you want somebody, you want all the attention in your family, friends, associates, and corporation group. You know what I'm saying? Your business, your sportsmanship. It's the wrong time. I'll tell you that right now. It could be somebody giving you mad love like last month and stuff like that. You've been seeing a small piece up led up to a switch up all like goddamn month. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and we to like the last week right now. So you like seeing a whole lead up. You seeing a whole lead up to a person think completely different than you thought they was feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's like all that energy going on right now. All that energy. Gemini season to hurt your feelings. I'm gonna tell you that right now. An actual Gemini will hurt your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Don't have no best friend and then let them know too much about your relationships and stuff like that. They're more Scorpios, especially Geminis. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to know everything. You know what I'm saying? Family too. You know what I'm saying? Family, friends. You got a Gemini, don't need to know everything. So you just got married. Keep it that way. That Gemini friend, family member, they don't need to know the time you go to work, the time you off, the time your wife cook or whatever. That's down. They don't need to know they got enough informative information themselves. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to know that much information or whatever, or you will be divorced a couple months later. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now. I'm saying, shout out to Daz Dillinger. Snoop Dogg. Oh, that. Goddamn Gemini. Goddamn. But yeah, y'all say I gotta get y'all mind together. Gemini is gonna help us all get our minds together right now. So when you do wake up on that other side of the bed, you know how to cut off that expectation. Yeah, that might not happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't count on that person. Say, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Switch it up like that. Don't switch it up like, yeah, that person that I know I'm going to count on, I'm doing something else right now. Or that thing that they know I'm about to participate with, I want to do. No, don't do it that way. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it that way, because they're gonna be in the same energy. They're gonna switch up too. So you're gonna be in some thing that you alone, switching up with the season, then it's gonna get hot. And then when it get hot, that's the Cancer season, and it's gonna force you to care about something. Then you have to care about your associations and communication and stuff like that, and making mistakes and looking at the details and gaining more information. It's too late. Sun ain't in Gemini no more. You know what I'm saying? So you just about to look like somebody that's in your feelings. Pardon me, you trying to get information because your feelings hurt. You trying to get information because you're trying to be spiteful and get somebody back. That's the only way it's going to play out if you're on the wrong side of the universe. It's going to play out like that. So get all your chatty patty energies out right now and stuff like that. Your information gathering, and make sure you got your good ideas, and don't switch up in a way that you got things that you think going to be there and they ain't switching up too, especially when it comes to people. You might got a person you've been taking advantage of and stuff. You in a Ike and Tina Turner situation right now, whatever the case may be. You know, she's going to take off them glasses. Telling you, it's the summertime. She's gonna want to go somewhere, go to the beach or something like that around her family, and she's gonna be tired of wearing them glasses. You're gonna be thinking it's all good. You go out and cheat and stuff like that. Be like, yeah, that whole, she gonna keep her glasses on. She gonna keep her glasses on when she around her family. They're gonna go to the beach, whatever. They're gonna go skating. They're gonna go to the beach. They're gonna go snowboarding. They're gonna go to Alaska on vacation and stuff like that. She's gonna keep them glasses on. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna keep them glasses on, dude. She's gonna keep them glasses on, dude. Not Gemini season. Gonna be some slick way. You know what I'm saying? You gotta peep game. Don't be too trustworthy. No, you switch up. You got to switch up how you switch up. You know what I'm saying? Take her with you now. You know what I'm saying? And make her be like, yeah, see, when I be in the studio by myself and stuff like that, and when I say that, I told you I don't be here with no other girls and stuff like that. And when I tell you could go with your family and you better not take off your glasses, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like switch up to switch up. If you don't switch up to switch up, you know, I hate to hate. I said I hate to help scammers and helpers and like cheaters and stuff like that. But you know, it's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's for everybody. But if you got to practice the switch up right now, you got to switch up in the right areas, not switch up on the expectations. Go within your expectations and switch up how you deal with them. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all try to like think things going to be there, think people going to be the same, and think that's possibility, that opportunity going to be there, whatever the case. And you can just go, la, la, la. Shout out to the la-las or whatever the case. But y'all foggy fart man, cloud land and stuff, and think that you could just think whatever you're going to do and then fall short, and then people going to be there. You know what I'm saying? That same opportunity gonna be there and stuff like that. And you expect them to feel like they understand that you was just a flunked out degenerate. And everybody don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't understand. People make mistakes and stuff like that for their own reasons and stuff. And that's what people be having to understand. Because people be thinking that there's a lack of understanding when they make a mistake or whatever. No, there don't be no lack of understanding. A person that you be trying to get them to understand you, they understand you just lost your grip a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And over exaggerating about it ain't about to make nothing different. Ain't about to, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you meet a couple people and family members that kind of will give you a certain grace that want to hear it, and you got certain family members and friends that don't want to hear it. You will come up in your own mind. They just don't understand it. No, they understand real good. You know what I'm saying? They understand that you didn't understand something or whatever. You trying to get them to understand some overcompensating energy, like you gonna be more intelligent. Next, all that do is lead to next time borrowing again and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Next time doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be intelligent. The older people get, they get more intelligent. They see patterns. Like, this person's saying a different thing, doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why when y'all get lost in words and they slap meanings on it and stuff, y'all gotta be careful. If you ain't spiritually inclined, you could still be like some dirty spirit walking around thinking you got some new gold because you got another new idea to scam. You know what I'm saying? You ain't coming in nothing new or whatever. You coming in the same spirit. You coming in the same grifter spirit. You know what I'm saying? You coming in the same degenerate spirit. It ain't nothing new. You got a few new words. You got a new trick. New trick. You know what I'm saying? New slang. New way you using your devilish tongue. You know what I'm saying? New way you use your devilish tongue. That's about it. I'm saying, just scam another family member, friend, or associate again. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Just setting yourself up to do that. You know what I'm saying? So they can be rocked to sleep, blinded from the last concept, the last version of it, or whatever. You got this whole new version, Mortal Kombat video game of it, and stuff like that. And there's always a fatality. You done killed one of your family members' pocketbooks. You know what I'm saying? You killed one of your best friends, business opportunities, or whatever. Just like just toxic. Gemini season. You see what I'm saying? That's why I gotta be careful right now. Is because people just switching up and they in their own bias, and they bias wasn't in that energy that they woke up on the other side of that bed in. You know what I'm saying? That the other side of the bed may have had you involved in it. You know what I'm saying? May have had pieces of having you a part of what they had going on, and grace or whatever the case may be. Don't let it be a person with a whole bunch of Gemini in their chart right now. You know what I'm saying? It could be something you was building with them all from the beginning or whatever. All of a sudden, it's about to be just them. You know what I'm saying? Switch up. Yeah, this thing wouldn't be nothing if it wasn't just me. You know what I'm saying? Here they go fly like a feather, floating around and stuff like that, destroy everything. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes y'all got to check y'all fellow Geminis if y'all got Geminis in y'all life too. You know what I'm saying? They start getting airheaded. Just airhead time. Real airhead time and stuff like that. You got to keep your eye on that Libra Aquarius too. But got the Geminis, they the main goddamn star players right now when it come to influence in the sky, and us get ready to switch with the change because it's always cardinal, fixed, mutable. So we're going through a mutable right now. So all mutable signs represent change, but we're dealing with the change from spring to fall. I mean, spring to summer, my bad. So for the most part, it's like Yahweh. So when we're coming to that change, these people is bringing the things that we're going to actually be caring about. So what Geminis is talking about, aka they're the walking expression of talking or communication. So it's going to be filtered through Gemini's actions. Actions, whatever Geminis do right now is basically what we're going to be caring about in the next month. You know what I'm saying? Or next 9 days or 8 days or whatever the case, when the sun get ready to go into the summer solstice and salmon or goddamn Cancer. You see what I'm saying? So even if a person don't have no Gemini, they're going to be creating Gemini scenarios with their element. And the added energy that they add with their element is just going to be like the seasoning or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? For an example, I'm Aries, but if I'm communicating or whatever, right, you're getting passionate communication or whatever. Taurus, you're getting communication about things that probably make sense or that's practical. Gemini, you're just getting rapid communication just for the sake of retaining information. Cancer, you're getting information about things that they're emotionally attracted to or things that represent familiarity. Leo, you're getting communication about what other people may entertain or give attention to, or what would have the possibility of getting attention to, or what something should be shedded light on, even if it's something serious. Virgo, you get communication about practicality and what works or not, or how to analyze something, or should something be worked on a little bit more sufficiently, or however the case may be. Libra, you're getting communication about how can we lead something and become more fair, or how can we lead and where there's an injustice or some way, shape, or form, and what information pockets or ideas and ideologies could be in this gumbo pot to come to a strict direction where we can lead something could be more fair, more balanced in, or whatever the case. That's coming filtered through the Libra energy based upon the sun being in Gemini right now. Scorpios and things of that nature. Communication is being filtered through the desire. What's the desire of something? What was the deep passion of something also? But what was the desire? What was the motive of it? Whatever. Is it something secretive, or is it something that's on the table and something surface level that we all can kind of make sense out of or not? You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius, communications is going out based upon the question, the big old why and how and when, where, and what is this, and expand, expound, and escaping out of something. How can we get more information about how to escape this, or how to expound on this, or how to make this more broader, or whatever the case may be, or how to get more information on the why about something. Why is this? Why is that? So communication is being filtered out through the opposite energy of Sagittarius is when it comes to the sun being a Gemini. Capricorn, communication is being filtered through how can we make something statusable, if that's even a word, but how can we make something a status? How can we make something look like it has potential to be built upon, whether it's an ideology, whether it's a business, whether it's a way we could organize something that show results of being unorganized and we need to get it together in some way, shape, or form. Can we get some information here? Can we talk here? Can we point out who can lead here? You know what I'm saying? Who make it organize that? Who can play this role, or whatever the case may be. Communications is being played out, picking yourself back up together, or whoever you around. This Capricorn is more into that vibe. Pardon me. I'm going to get into the Aquariuses. Communications is being filtered through. Should I be in my own self-centered thought or not? Or should I be a little bit more light and lenient and accept it to how other people think based upon the overall circumstance itself? And so I don't keep creating situations that I think I need to ghost or just communicate with from a distance whenever it starts to bubble too much, and emotional reaction has to be developed, because it starts with the thought, then it condenses as an emotion. And that's what everybody need to understand too. We think logic and emotion is different because we say that they don't mix. No, being in a lot of thoughts become the emotions. So look at thoughts like lights. And if you put a whole bunch of them together in a space that you ain't trying to get out of and be light, it become a heavy cloud. And then for the most part, that's when it becomes the water, the emotion. So then when you in a lot of thoughts, it has no choice but to be an emotion. Now, you could be a person that know how to handle it and know how to deal with it. But for the most part, it's ultimately the point of trying not to create these scenarios in the first place that ultimately lead into external circumstances or situations. So it's being logical is just a different term for deciphering throughout your emotions when it become an emotion. An emotion is just a bag full of thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So when you pull out one thought and pull out another thought, that bag become lighter. Your emotional state become lighter as in spiritual weight. You see what I'm saying? You get that spiritual weight off your shoulders or whatever the case. So if when you're not looking at it from a transition and it's a this or that type of thing, a dichotomy type of thing, then you're going to be fighting with the very thing that becomes to be the other thing. You're going to be fighting with, I need to be logical because I can't be emotions, where all the thoughts is combining to become an emotion. So it's clearly about just separating from a thought that lead into another thought that comes into a whole cloud of an emotion. And if there's a bunch of thoughts you don't like to be in, just try to counterpartmentalize these things so you don't be in no heavy emotion of that world and images that you don't like, that you're going to start attracting these circumstances and situations and acting out in or however. But then when it comes to, like I said, the Aquarius is going to be filtered through the ideas of communicating with a more unique way to be more lenient to other people's ways of thinking, even if it's that frustration energy that force a separation or sweeping up under the rug or ghosting or participating from a distance. That can't always be. And anytime there's a trine energy, the sun in Libra or Gemini, Aquarius is forced to have to deal with that. You can't run away from your problems. And Aquarius is, like, everybody look at problems different. What we may look at as problems may not necessarily be the framing of what a problem an Aquarius may be going through that we actually need to start calling a problem, and the Aquarius is running away from a problem. But the type of thing it is and how it's playing out in life and what we consider problems and the Walt Disney World, it don't match. You see what I'm saying? So and all signs got their own type of thing, but this is an internal thing Aquariuses could start to grow up with and never have a solution for that trauma. And then since it's not an extremity, you still can live through life and play out these jobs that's still built on a lot of negative energies without ever knowing you really have a serious problem. But when it comes to time, like, let's say all electricity off and everybody go back to even native ways here or whatever the case may be, a lot of y'all would drive yourselves crazy. A lot of zodiac signs on their own pretense. Aquarius is, that would be one of theirs and things of that nature. Now I want to get into Pisces, right? Now the communication is going to be coming out through like a square a little bit. So that's frustration. They may be frustrated on the right words to communicate how they want to come across and what's on their heart, or if they lying or not, or whatever the case may be. But communication going to be coming out through forms of creativity or imagination or allegories, hypotheticals, what ifs. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they do this within their own mind, and then to see if it's true, act out that role without telling people that's what they're doing, just to see if playing out that role play out through their interactions with how it was and how they imagined in their mind or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Just to get forms of their way of information through the waterway, because that's how water receive information, through reaction responses from others and things of that nature. So be in the water and taking the shape and form of others, or being a chameleon to see where you fit, and whatever you see in what you fit, that's your imagination or your idea about something or your goal or what you're trying to do out of life or whatever. So sometimes in certain situations it could appear to be manipulative, and if you're around people you care about, it could be helpful. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, that's how these energies get filtered out through from everybody. No matter your sign, you still got to do it. Now some people may have more frustrations than others, just like the square signs: Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces, and then y'all interactions with Gemini, because it's all the mutable energy. So all y'all are into changing or adapting or adjusting to something. Y'all just do it in different ways. Water do it in the emotions and feelings. That's Pisces. Sagittarius do it and visions and feelings, the way they see things and feelings. When they try to change up, switch, or adjust. Virgo see it in thinking and practicality or whatever. So they things that make sense or what could work or not, or things that's in reality or whatever. So this is what they try to adjust or switch up or try to analyze. And then when it comes into the Gemini, the ideas about the common thing and the social norms we may all think about and stuff like that. The Gemini is trying to come up with a different angle and try to change, adjust, or switch up a different way of how to do it and things. So this would make Gemini's good in things like music, things like information. This would make Virgos good in that energy also when it comes into like music and looking at the details and analyzing and certain things. This also makes Sagittarius good at music, but also good at adding meaning to something that doesn't always have to deal with thinking or practicality. It could be something that just makes sense because it's right. It's right from wrong type energy, morally or whatever. And then that Pisces kind of on the same end as that or whatever the case, and switch up and adjust when it comes to those energies through the water and their emotions, and give you different angles on how to attack this emotion or this angle. So even if a Pisces into music, they could attack a person, they could make a same song as someone else, but hit it from a different heart angle or whatever the case may be. So this like those type of qualities sometimes they all be competing when it comes to different talents in the world, especially like music. The Gemini, the Sagittarius, the Virgo, and the Pisces. You know what I'm saying? Like you could hear the people have endless battles about who better between Jay-Z, the Sagittarius, and goddammit, Beanie Siegel and things of that nature. The Pisces, you know what I'm saying? So when you start comparing records and then you got Feel It in the Air and stuff like that, that was a sample or whatever the case, but he attacked it with the Philly bars from a whole different angle. Only a Pisces can do something like that, you know what I'm saying? Then you got Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying, based upon he got the energy of expand, escape, or expound out of something. So he give you the energy of escape. So if you like an artist in a bad record deal, you might like Jay-Z based upon what he's saying, because it give you a sense of you can escape. You know what I'm saying? Or expound on something. Expound on, oh, what that Rolly don't TikTok mean? Oh, he had a Rolex. You know what I'm saying? Or stuff like that. Expand, expound, or escape. You know what I'm saying? You'll learn some meaning behind it, not just gibber, not just saying anything out the mouth or whatever the case may be. It got a meaning behind what I'm actually saying. You know what I'm saying? So that you get the Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? But then you get the Geminis. Even if they talking about nonsense, it's about words itself. A lot of times a Gemini can make a hit off a song that's a sample based off a word. You know what I'm saying? Libras and Aquariuses can do that too. The Geminis can do that too. You know what I'm saying? It's just about where if they know how to put the word together and make a certain word important itself, you know what I'm saying? Then building around it, make something sound dope. You know what I'm saying? Because they come up with a whole bunch of ideas about a word that means something. So they know how to put that through a whole bunch of things that's common to us. You know what I'm saying? So they came up with that type of song meaning where the song got a bunch of different entendres type things and stuff like that, where the song probably ain't mean nothing, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was clever. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? stuff like that. But yeah, they all got their talents. They all, the Pisces, Gemini, the Virgo. The Virgo can get real technical, whatever the case may be. So you even see that with the little battle with the Ether versus Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z was trying to, he was trying to expand, expound, and escape out of. He couldn't expand, expound, and escape out of them details that, you know what I'm saying, Virgo as Nas had. You know what I'm saying? The details. You know what I'm saying? So he was just getting into the details. Like, wasn't nobody supposed to know, like, Jay-Z was 36 in a karate class, like, the Tabo. You know what I'm saying? No, everybody's supposed to know all that. You know what I'm saying? So, like certain details and all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He started talking about Rockefeller and oh, nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, too much detail stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, like, after a while, nobody want to hear about somebody's baby rubber being in a baby seat. Like, it sound goofy. It sound goofy once we heard like a breakdown of a contract. We heard a breakdown of somebody being in a Time O class. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you start hearing all that, the song called Ether, like, it look like, you know what I'm saying? Gotta escape, take an escape, first escape route. And that's what Jay-Z did. You know what I'm saying? True Sagittarius way, true escape route. As long as everybody act out their energies the right way, they didn't know how to do. Jay-Z had an astrologer around him. That had to. Like, it had, because ain't no common rapper is getting, like, escaping stuff like that. Everybody can escape and stuff like that. You got to be brilliant and around somebody else brilliant to make something else mean something. Like, oh yeah, you kick my ass here, but at least I got this. At least I got, you know what I'm saying? At least I got this dick growth pill or something. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Some red pill stuff. Some overcome. You got to make that important now. You know what I'm saying? You got to be intelligent to, like, blind and make everybody forget the actual fact. That worked hard, but if you could get away with that, you did something incredible with your sign or something like that, and you had an astrologer around you. This cat told you the day it was like raining, the day it's gonna snow, sleet in your own house system. Just the time to shut up. You know what I'm saying? Just the time to present something else. Just the time to cause a distraction. Just the time. Slide a diss in here every now and then. Wait till you get. No, you had to have a person. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody just sitting back thinking at themselves. Not with people like me on this earth. I know. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Gemini season. You know, Gemini, you know what I'm saying? Get ready to get in Cancer, though. But like I said, just don't put all your eggs in all baskets right now, especially when it comes into if you're a high investor. A lot of y'all are already getting y'all spirits butt kicked right now based upon if you was a sports gambler or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all been getting y'all head beat up all Gemini season, like, and stuff like that. It's some, I'm telling y'all, some astrologers out here that's in on the lottery tickets at the gas station. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all don't be. All right, well, I'm saying, all right, I'm telling y'all, man. There's somebody who I seen somebody said they was gambling free. Or what was that? That Sean Cotton, shout out, he said it was gambling free. I never started. You know what I'm saying? But just shout him out and stuff like that, because I know a lot of y'all, man, a lot just be, I see that, like, look, man, look at these energies. Look, God, you gonna come and tell them yourself. You gonna come show them where it's raining at, where it's sleeting and storming at and stuff like that. You just gonna let everybody slip and slide, Sub-Zero, and boom, and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, dang, man, if only y'all knew, like, all y'all probably be able to hit the lottery or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just in life. I don't want everybody to get out on expectations, because that's how everybody want to do. Oh, you want to hit the lottery? Why you hit the lottery there? So, man, my life ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? I hit the esoteric lottery. Always remnant and gold. You know what I'm saying? It's always foundations of creativity and structure. And, you know what I'm saying? That creates whole nations, whole circumstances, foundations. We even have to give birth to all kind of new things and stuff like that when you're in that type of generation for God. You know what I'm saying? You speed up the process of speciation. So species get to evolve a lot faster and stuff like that. You need to know your first body is the mind. So if you ain't evolving the mind, you ain't really doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? You just really stuck in some way, shape, or form. And the things that you think is getting you ahead is really just a bunch of problems another person wouldn't care to have. You know what I'm saying? You just ain't looking at it like that. You're looking at it through the lens of, oh, Walt Disney said, Michael Jordan said I'm supposed to have that. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be somewhere bragging about something a lot of people don't even want. We in that time right now where it's getting more apparent. You know, the last month, the people you thought that really cared about it don't care about it this week. You know what I'm saying? Don't care about it this month. So you're gonna be somewhere. The stuff you was looking down on your family, friends, and associates about, Like, yeah, you ain't this, you ain't that, because look what I got, or whatever like that. They don't react or respond to that thing no more. Like, you get ready to start realizing that, wait a minute, I'm bragging on them because I got more bills than them. I'm bragging on them because I got more pain. I cried to myself more than them. You know what I'm saying? That's really where it's gonna really boil down to. It. You're gonna really collect, really get back down to earth, because you're gonna realize too, it ain't good doing a whole bunch of stuff alone anyway. Because eventually you're gonna want to do it with others, especially when you're making money and stuff like that. A lot of people be screaming that I'm alone type stuff, and I just want to cash out on money. The first thing, as soon as you get a lot of it, that's the first thing you want to do with your money. Do it with someone else. You know what I'm saying? Period. I don't care what y'all be talking about. But some of y'all just be miserable for no reason. You know what I'm saying? That's what Gemini season, trying to get y'all up out of that, trying to get y'all up out that miserable energy so y'all can get into some energies of, you know what I'm saying, being more light. So all these energies don't just condense and just become emotions that you in, and now you don't know if you coming or going, and now you want to goddamn be reactionary, and now you think you're taking everything personal. It don't matter what person, place, or thing you're around, you taking it personal or whatever. Or this person was looking at me because you get ready to make up something you only was thinking about all day. You think that person wasn't thinking about something about themselves the same amount of time you was thinking about something about yourself? And a lot of times this is how y'all give yourself away. I'm saying y'all show y'all insecurities. Y'all don't even be having to wear y'all heart on y'all sleeves and stuff like that. Y'all could be around one of y'all friends or something like that that didn't even know you had that problem, and here you go claiming somebody that's a stranger that y'all around is paying attention to you for that thing or whatever the case. You don't be realizing, you be so much in your ego just wanting to get attention. You don't be realizing that you showing your friend you really flunked out, and they just got done binge watching like for a whole week about videos about people just like you or something like that. You don't be knowing that and stuff, and now you trying to figure out why you ain't got no friends and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You trying to blame it on you being Gen Z or something like that. You know, you trying to blame it on something. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. You know what I'm saying? You just flunked out. But at some point, people got to get these things in clear. Like, you expose yourself being so invested into thinking that other people thinking about you, and other people be in their own mode just as much as you be in your own mode, or whatever the case may be. Now, you have to allow a person to show you that they spend a little too much percentage scale on you than they supposed to, or whatever. And it start to show, because it can only outweigh. You got something that they don't got. So then that start to feed into why they not developing that on their own to be an even blend or whatever. And then that's when God will start to show you other things. You know what I'm saying? What you need to see and to get yourself right in that circumstance or situation, whether it takes detaching or fighting fire with fire or whatever. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, y'all don't be looking at things like that. So a lot of times y'all just be boosted up, getting validated up. Somebody take advantage of your retarded self. I'm saying, just taking all kind of advantage over you and stuff like that. And here you go try to blame other things. You try to blame your grandparents or something like that. Your grandparents ain't had nothing to do with that. I'm saying, they probably went through the same thing. Y'all all hammerhead, sharkfish faces and stuff. You know what I'm saying? All hammerheads, sharkhead faces. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just getting into like spirituality for the hood, you know what I'm saying? The reservations and stuff, so people could kind of understand the read the room a little bit. I ain't really want to go into detail. I want to do each zodiac sign. I take a little break or whatever, but I'm gonna do each zodiac sign on the Patreon. But I'm gonna come back tomorrow too and just do another analysis on a bunch of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I just had to generalize it. I ain't want to point too many people out and get into and start saying names and stuff like that and stuff. But y'all should be able to like pick up on these energies in your own life. That's what you need to do in your own life first. Then you'll be able to see it through other people a little bit more clear or whatever. And then you'll be able to see it through if you lost in celebrities, or if you lost on, you know what I'm saying, or in business or corporate or whatever your 1-2, your grassroots business, whatever y'all get y'all 1-2 together. You know what I'm saying? Have at it, but you just know it's just mutable right now. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't ever look at your idea. Kind of be a little bit more light right now. Allow these last few days to kind of easily go into the summer and the sun being in Cancer and stuff like that. So you don't develop too much degenerate stuff to care about, because you'll only be having to react extremely towards associations, information that was put out about you, things you didn't take care of that got something to do with your name involved in it and stuff like that. So that's You don't want to be having to deal with that for the whole Cancer portion of the summertime. So, you know what I'm saying? Just giving y'all a little heads up on the new moon in Gemini. Whole new ideas about how you're going to go about your stuff. Get that grace to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Do not put too much high percentage scale of expectation on any person, place, or thing at this particular time. I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Fight boss beep, you know. But show. You know, listen to the Mind of an Antares Move. I'm the Royal Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry God duties and responsibilities and duties. Goddamn it, hell, hold up, y'all. Erect swat. Hell, hold that, yalla who. Massasoit, Mama Natoy. Hee hee hee. Woo. Masasaki.